and welcome to my channel. My name's Nicole and here on Wee Mama I do lots of motherhood, lifestyle, cleaning and organisational videos. So if you like those kind of videos, I would love it if you could stick around and subscribe. Today's video is going to be an 18-month update of my little boy Didier. It has absolutely flown by. I said that I would do an 18-month update and I'm not gonna lie, I'm very late to the party. He's now 19 months. Completely slipped my mind being pregnant. So yeah, while I remembered, I thought I'd quickly sit down and film that. So to just get straight into it, Didier is now, 18 months. He was born the 3rd of January 2019. He is a very, very chilled out little boy. Everyone kind of says that. It's because of me and my husband. We're also very chilled out people. So I think that's where he kind of gets it from. He has always been a really fantastic sleeper, to the point where I always thought it was a little bit too good to be true, and I didn't really want to talk about his sleeping habits with other new mums because he actually slept so well. He has always kind of done 7 till 7. When he was a tiny little baby, he would always kind of wake up at around 10, 11 o'clock for a bottle, but he's always been fantastic. He's still kind of doing 7 till 7, but some days it will differ from 7 till 6, half 6, 7 o'clock, but never any earlier. He likes his sleep, and sometimes it does get to the point where he will sometimes even wake up at 8 o'clock if me and my husband aren't up. If it's, his day off, I'm off on furlough at the moment, so yeah, on those kind of days sometimes he will even wake up at 8 o'clock, which is a dream come true. I still rock him to sleep. We've got a little rocking chair in his bedroom, and at night he will sit on my lap with his bottle, his dummy, his teddies. We'll read some stories and then he will have his bottle, and then we'll put him in his bed once he's gone to sleep on my lap. The other day I kind of got talking to some friends and they said that none of them do that with their little ones. They just kind of leave them in the crib, but do you know what? I can't bring myself to do that, and since we're not having any problems with it, I'm not going to change anytime soon, especially that we've got another little baby on the way. I kind of want to keep his routine as normal as possible, but once the new baby's here, after 6 months, when the baby's ready to go into the cot, we're basically going to swap Dids out of the cot and put him in his own bed, and then obviously we're not going to rock him anymore. We'll just give him a bottle downstairs and then read him stories in bed, and that will be how we tuck him in. Sometimes I do put him in the crib if he's getting a bit heavy or uncomfortable, like really hot sweaty nights when the weather's really hot. I do put him in the crib and just rub his back that way. As I just mentioned, he still does have his bottle to go to sleep with. This is more of a comfort thing, and I actually give him oat milk. We don't bother with cow milk. I don't know, I don't really drink cow milk or eat meat, so it's just easier for us to give him a little bit of oat milk at night. It's more, like I said, as a comfort thing. We just kind of give him 5 ounces warmed up, and we'll sit and read stories with him whilst he drinks that. He still has a dummy. He's not really got much of a problem with a dummy. He only kind of has it when he is tired or for very long car journeys, when he starts to get very emotional. So at the moment, we haven't got a problem with them, but we're just kind of waiting until after the baby's born. Like I said, we don't really want to disrupt his routine. So yeah, when the baby's here, and like I said, I think after we've done the transition from cot to bed, I think that's when we'll think about taking them away. He does still nap in the day. He'll tend to go down in the morning at 10 o'clock in the morning, or if he has an afternoon nap, around 1 o'clock. We don't let him sleep any later than 3:30 in the afternoon. If he does have a morning nap at 10 o'clock, we just kind of let him sleep and then wake up when he needs to. But in the afternoon, if he does sleep at 1 o'clock, we tend to wake him up at around 3:30 so that he's in bed for 7 or 7:30. We don't really want him sleeping any later than 3:30 because otherwise we just won't get him back down again. We tend to have tea at around 5:30 most nights. Sometimes it can differ and it will be like 6, 6:30, just depends how busy we are. He will sit in a high chair at the table with us while we eat our dinner. But if we're just in a bit of a rush, he will sit at his own little table and chairs. That is in the living room, and he will just sit in front of the TV and have it. It's just a bit easier that way. If we've had a bit of a manic day and it's just a quick tea, then yeah, we just stick him in front of the TV at the table. We then tend to have bath time at 6:30. He absolutely loves bath time. He is like a little fish. We cannot get him out of the water. He loves it. We have a humongous stash of bath toys that I need to get, like, have a good sort out. He especially loves a little plastic tea set. My mum bought him. I think we're literally down to 1 cup, 3 spoons, a saucer and a broken teapot, but he loves the teapot. He will continuously just make cups of tea. We've got bubbles, like bubble makers in there, lots of things for tipping and pouring, and he loves it. He will literally spend a good half an hour, 40 minutes in the bathtub, probably longer if we didn't make him get out. He is a really, really good eater when it comes to meal times. He is starting to get to that age where he knows what he likes. He's always been really good with food ever since weaning. I think there was only one thing that he didn't kind of eat, and that was like peppers. But now he can be a bit funny about vegetables. So yeah, he'll still eat things like broccoli, carrots, but I think I gave him something the other day and he literally, cucumber, he just spat it back out, whereas he's always been really good at eating that. Now he's just obviously got a taste, he knows what he likes. So sometimes we do have to kind of like mash the veg and hide it into other kind of food so that he doesn't realise that he's eating it. The other day he would not eat carrot, and when I grated it, he ate it. So that's where we are with feeding right now. He absolutely loves dips, so like tzatziki, hummus, like a cheesy dip, anything that he can, you know, dip like crackers into, bread, pita, and like eat the dip off. He loves that. He really likes fish, especially salmon. I tend to do like a lemon and pesto salmon bake, and he wolfs that down. And also butter beans. I make a kind of halloumi butter bean stew, and he really surprises me. He will only eat the butter beans out of that stew. He drinks out of these now. I still tend to give him things with straws, but these are just easier. He knows how to use them. You just suck and then like they don't spill out. So he's really good at drinking out of these. He is really good with using his cutlery. I've recently changed from like plastic knives and like plastic cutlery into metal cutlery, because he was getting really frustrated that when he was like stabbing, say, a piece of pasta, it wasn't staying on the fork properly. So when I got the metal version, he was just so much easier for him to eat with. So now we've upgraded to those. He is a very good walker. He will walk everywhere, to the point now where he doesn't really want to be in the pram. He doesn't mind it so much, but he would rather be walking. But if we're all on a day out and he gets out of the pram for a bit, if my husband is there, my husband is really soft and will pick him up and carry him, whereas I won't, I make him walk. He started walking about 2-3 weeks after his first birthday. So he turned 3rd of January 2020, and he was walking by the end of January, all for the TV remote. He took his first steps and like really started walking.
Good boy. Good boy. Where are you going? Where are you going? Hold on. Hold on. You a clever boy. You a clever boy.
So all throughout lockdown we went on walks, and we actually didn't really take the pram with us because we weren't going very far. We started doing like neighbourhood walks, and it was really, really helpful. He just went on his own all the way around. We'll go to like our local supermarket, which is just down the road, and he will walk there. He will walk around the store really well and come back. We get quite a few comments for him, like saying, well, is he actually walking all the way around? So he is quite physically able. He loves walking up and down stairs, and we always make sure that he holds our hands when he goes up and down. And also whenever we go to the park, he surprises me. I get really nervous because he'll go towards the climbing frame, and as I'm going over to him, he will already climb up certain objects where I'm like, oh, I didn't quite think he'd manage that. Certain like climbing frames where there's like a wooden slope and like bumps to get up, I didn't think he would quite manage to walk up things like that, but he is really physically able and he will sprint up it. So he's He's quite good. Didier's speech is really coming along. He's got lots of words, especially if it's something that he likes. He loves to say mama and dada. He loves to say dog and more because he knows that he's going to get more food. He loves dogs. He likes to say nana. My mum is nana and my stepdad is grumpy, but he says bappy, so we've got nana and bappy now. He loves anything with wheels, so he likes to point those out and say beep beep or ooh, what's that? His favourite phrase at the moment is what's that? What's this? What's that? Which is really funny. He'll just be walking down the street and he's like, what's that? He will also say thank you and merci. My husband Matthew is French, so we are trying to be a little bit bilingual.
Merci. Good.
My husband works funny hours, he's a chef, so it's more me here, and obviously I'm not fluent in French, so we try to have some like French cartoons on throughout the day. I try and use French phrases when I can, but he knows that merci is thank you, because he'll reach out and he'll go, if I have food, he'll say thank you, merci, which is really good. And also at night he likes to say bonne nuit, which is good night. And also if we blow kisses, we say bisous, like bisous, and he'll like running up to kiss people goodbye going bisous. But he is a bit of a monkey. If you do need him to say something like thank you, at the moment he is really starting to like push boundaries. So if you have something and he wants it, he'll just come running up to you screaming and going like making like demanding noises. And when you say no, you need to say thank you or please, he won't always say it when you want him to. He'll say it kind of out of the blue to surprise you, but we're working on it. Like I said, yeah, he is definitely starting to push boundaries. He is having little tantrums now. The other day we were walking along the road and he dropped his umbrella, and this is the new thing at the moment. If he drops something, he won't pick it up. He'll just stand there and like reach out for it and make a funny noise. And if we say, oh, pick it up, come on, you need to pick it up, he will literally just start stamping his feet and getting really, really worked up over it. So we're just trying to ignore it. We're just telling him to pick it up. So it takes a while, but in the end he does kind of pick it up and carries on with it. It's going to be fun reaching the terrible two. He is a very curious little boy. He loves exploring like all the different environments, and he especially loves people. He's almost shy, but he's more curious, so he'll like to observe people and other children before he actually interacts with them. And like if like a little old lady in the supermarket says hello to him, he'll literally just stare at her, but when she walks away, he'll like call out after her and be like, bye, hello. So he is very observant. We have noticed that he has a thing for the older girls. If we're at a park or a play group, he tends to gravitate towards the older girls. I don't know if it's because I've got younger cousins who are all girls and he likes to run around and play with them. So if we're in a park, if there's like other little toddlers around his age, he doesn't kind of take notice of them, but he will definitely seek out the older girls and just follow them around, which they love because of course they've got a baby running after them. I can't wait to get him back into nursery to kind of have that social interaction, but he won't be going back until August, hopefully. For toys and playing, he really loves any kind of small wheel toys, so like dinosaurs, farm animals, anything with wheels. My mum especially likes to buy him noisy vehicles. Anything noisy my mum likes to buy and leave in my living room. He loves drawing. Give him a notepad and pen, pencils, paint, any kind of mark making he loves. And he's also got a really good like pincer grip, so he can really hold a pen well. He will like swap backwards and forth with hands, but his drawing, he absolutely loves it. Also loves anything like stickers and bubbles, anything creative like that, he will get straight in. I think that he is slowly starting to understand the concept that we're going to have a baby in September. He loves coming over to my belly and rubbing it and saying baby, and he'll kiss my bump. We also bought him a pram and a little baby to go in the pram, which he has loved whizzing around the house. He does kind of hold the baby in a headlock, so we need to work on that. But yeah, we have kind of just every chance we get, we're just kind of trying to instill in him that he is going to be a big brother. We talk about babies whenever we see one on TV, like on nappies, packaging, walking around in prams, we point it out and we say it's a baby. So he kind of knows to go like, shh, baby. And so we think we're kind of getting there with that concept. Obviously he's not going to have much understanding, but at least he kind of is grasping the concept of a baby, and that he's going to be having a baby brother or sister sometime soon. As for his physical appearance, he's quite tall, he's a little bit chunky. Lots of people say that he's very big, and I don't know, I just kind of think he's like an average toddler. He has got long curly hair, but I have just given him a little trim. Due to lockdown, they were just getting really like knotty and food just kept getting stuck in it, so I did trim his little curls. My husband was not happy. I'd say that he's quite tall. All the family on my mum's side are quite tall. Like, I'm quite tall at 5'8", but my mum's side of the family, all the boys are very, very tall. So I think he's going to be quite a tall little boy. I also think he's quite lean. I think that's from, obviously we don't kind of give him too many unhealthy snacks, and also I think it's from a lot of the walking that we do, especially whilst we've been in lockdown. Like I said, he hasn't been in the pram. So yeah, I think he's quite lean looking from all that walking. He has also got big blue eyes. I've got blue eyes, so I think, and my husband's got big green eyes, so I think he's got a mixture there from the both of us, and everybody tends to comment on them saying, ooh, you've got big beautiful eyes. I was thinking they're talking about me, and then I realised they're not. So yeah, I think that is pretty much it for his 18-month update. I think I will do a little 2-year update and then maybe a yearly update after that. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope you liked it, and I'll see you in the next one.